This episode of The Young Turks, brought to you by Thrillist.
Jerry Seinfeld and Donald Trump are experiencing a war of words. It turns out that Jerry Seinfeld was supposed to show up at a charity event that Donald Trump's son Eric set up. It was for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And after Seinfeld found out that Donald Trump is a birther and is accusing Barack Obama of not being a citizen of the United States, he decided to pull out of the charity. Well, Donald Trump was upset about that, so he wrote a letter to Jerry Seinfeld, which the Washington Post obtained and then wrote about. So in the letter, Donald Trump wrote, "I just learned you canceled a show for my son's charity because of the fact that I'm being very aggressive with respect to President Obama, who is doing an absolutely terrible job as our leader. We don't care that you broke your commitment, even though the children of St. Jude are very disappointed, and despite the fact that your manager clearly stated you are truly a man of his word." And then later on, he goes on to make fun of Jerry Seinfeld and the fact that he had a reality show called The Marriage Ref, which failed. And look, Jerry Seinfeld's response to it, in my opinion, was pretty classy. His rep released a statement that said, "Jerry feels this kind of demagoguery has no place in public discourse. He has respectfully withdrawn from this event and is making a contribution both to the Eric Trump Foundation and to St. Jude."
So, a couple of things here. First, Seinfeld was giving to the charities all along, so that has nothing to do with it. Second of all, I love that Trump has criticized them for not having a sufficiently successful TV show. Well, yes, Marriage Ref didn't do too well. His other TV show, on the other hand, was only one of the best performing TV shows of all time.
I know.
So it's like saying to Babe Ruth, "Oh yeah, but you struck out a couple of times." Yeah, he did, but he was also Babe Ruth. So, I mean, the guy has no sense of like what makes sense, what doesn't, what's logical. He doesn't care. He's just like an attacking machine. He's on overdrive. You know what he did this morning? He put out an op-ed in the USA Today saying, "I'm done with the birther issue. It's the media's fault. They keep asking me about it, and I'm not going to answer any more questions about it." And then he went on 2 morning shows and talked about the birther issue for minutes on end. And then he brought up his private detective and how he was on the case and he was going to find shocking results about the birth certificate. What happened to the op-ed you published in the morning? Right? He can't help himself. So when Seinfeld pulls out, he's like, "Great! Media opportunity! Must attack famous person! Attack, 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 attack!" And it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. It doesn't matter if it gets him in trouble. And it's going to, man. Seinfeld's right. This is basically destroying Trump's brand.
And now we have a new sponsor, Thrillist. They're very cool because they hook you up with really interesting things going on in your town or any town you might be in that you don't know about.
Right. They also let you know where the best restaurants, bars, venues are.
Thrillist.com/TYT.